morning everyone, my name is Sithipat Widchayakarn. I'm a journalist with the PC channel of Maido University International College. Today I would like to talk about the economic corridors between Singapore and Thailand with a guest. Currently, the economic corridor is one of the planned mega projects that Thailand has proposed. The Thai project is called the Eastern Economic Corridor, and it was put forward by our current Prime Minister, Prajutan. He wants to improve the cooperation between the three eastern cities of Cham Ri, Chachoengsao, and Rayong, and make them become aviation and logistic hubs for international companies and aircrafts. To explain further, the Thai hub will also attempt to better connect the ports of Lam Chabang and Mataput. Our Prime Minister will try to develop this transportation system even further by creating a high-speed train link between the three main in the area for local Thai people. The other economic corridor between Singapore and China is quite different in some ways, as the hub of Singapore is quite advanced and developed already, so their focus is more on attracting investors to a hub that is well established. As a result, this wider cooperation between China and ASEAN countries generally will hopefully make the economic network sustainable. It is seen by many in Thailand as a very important step to take in making this corridor as wide as possible and to develop cooperation with other countries. Singapore has recently signed an agreement with China to agree a closer partnership within the region, and this is perhaps a sign of how the region will progress in the future. The Thai Eastern region, with over 13,000 square kilometers, over 3 provinces, is the area this mega project is focused on, and let's hope it is successful in the wider ASEAN region. Based on the background topic, I would like to ask a couple of questions of my guest here today. His name is David O'Callaghan, and he is a man from Ireland who has been living in Thailand and Southeast Asia for almost 20 years.
Hello, John.
Hello, teacher David. Okay, so first question is, the Thai EEC mega project a worldwide and value for money project that will benefit the region?
I think certainly. I think anytime you have an economic corridor proposal as a way of forwarding an economy is vital, and it's very beneficial. Admittedly, there are many issues in Thailand, as we all know, that need addressed. You've got the health and hospitals, education and schools, but to develop this economic corridor in the area that it's proposed to be developed in could be very well worth it and beneficial. As long as it's an efficient use of the money and it's used in the correct manner, it can only but help. I mean, these 3 provinces that you talked about, Chonburi, Chachoengsao and Rayong, I understand why these 3 provinces in particular are highlighted because of their proximity to Bangkok, the capital city. There are many other provinces, but this particular corridor is a corridor I can see why they highlighted those particular areas. So, to answer your question, the short version really would be, yes, it's beneficial and yes, it can be worth it, whilst there are other vital areas that need addressing as well.
Okay, thank you, teacher David. So the next question is, will the Thailand Eastern Economic Hub benefit more from a corridor than Singapore or other ASEAN cities?
That's not so straightforward to answer. It's not a binary answer. I think the easy answer to that is that everyone involved in an economic corridor benefits because they all feed off each other. Economic corridors are about cooperation and people trading together, importing and exporting and whatnot. So yes, they all benefit. I think, quite honestly though, Singapore, they're as a hub, they're that little bit more advanced than the eastern seaboard of Thailand, of course. They've got greater infrastructure, they're more high tech, and they've got tremendous amount of contracts and agreements, not only around Asia but around the world, that the eastern seaboard doesn't yet have to that extent. So I think in terms of a hub and a corridor, the eastern seaboard might have further room for improvement and benefit than, say, Singapore has. But again, the easy answer to that question is everyone benefits from these corridors, whether it be France to England or Denmark to Sweden in my part of the world in Europe. These corridors, these connections, whether it be by bridges, railways, airports, ports or whatever, are beneficial to all parties, so yes.
Thank you for those answers, David, and for taking the time in speaking to me.
You're welcome, thank you.
Okay. To conclude, we can see that there are many factors to consider when discussing this wide economic area. Thank you for tuning into the channel and hope to see you again soon in the future. Thank you.